Joining us on The Blend this morning, Eric Garcia with RetroFoam of Michigan, professor of foam. Eric, winter is coming up and a lot of us see those large icicles form on our roof. Is that common? Should we be worried about that?
So absolutely. First of all, yes, winter is coming, and it is something we should be aware of and keep in mind as that cold season approaches. Now, what you're referring to is commonly known as ice damming. So when this happens, what you have is snow landing on the roof, heat escaping through our roof and attic system, melting that snow, running off down to the eave, refreezing, and then it builds up into icicles, sometimes really, really large icicles, sometimes reaching down to the ground. Not only can this potentially damage your roof, it can be very dangerous. You can imagine one of those icicles falling down. Obviously, that's a hazard.
What can RetroFoam of Michigan do to prevent that?
So where RetroFoam comes into play is we can insulate that attic space with foam insulation. Not only does foam insulation, of course, establish an air seal, but it has a strong thermal resistance. And that's what's important in this specific case, because you want to stop that heat transfer. That heat from inside your living space going through your attic area, melting that snow. You want something like foam in place that can act as an effective barrier to keep that heat inside the house.
And possibly even lower heating bills, I would assume.
Absolutely. You bring up a great point. As that heat pours out of our roof, that is essentially dollars pouring out of our roof because we're paying to heat our homes, either through an HVAC system or even if it's through wood or some type of boiler system. Whatever you're heating your home with, if your heat is escaping and not being retained, you are losing money.
Eric, do you come out and take an inventory of a house? I mean, if I called you and just said, hey, I don't necessarily think I have problems, but maybe I do. Could you come out and look at it?
Absolutely. You can reach out to us either through our website or you can call into our office, and we would love to have one of our project managers out to anyone's home in the Lower Peninsula of Michigan. There's no cost. We come out, we ask you, the homeowner, questions. We ask, what issues are you facing? What are your challenges? What caused you to reach out to us? What are your concerns? And then we go through the entire home as a system, from the crawl space or basement all the way up to the attic, assess what's there, go over your goals with you, and give you recommendations on what we can do to help.
I think the biggest goal for a lot of people is just going to be lowering that heating bill when it comes. So RetroFoam of Michigan, retrofoamofmichigan.com. You can give them a call at 866-900-3626.